Hi folks, Kevin, Carol, kind of a new angle on Hustle here, and the police hold with like 3 different endings. Let me show you what we got here. Basic in front, dum ba dum, bring her in. First easiest way, just go under the arm. Second one, lots of turning. Last one, ends in a cradle. Out she goes, and we fix the hand with a she goes, he goes, because why not? So, let's talk about getting into the police hold first, and then we'll break it down. Okay, so the first thing that you have to, as lead, guys, you have to do is make the lady come forward. In a normal hustle basic, you know, you kind of, there's a little pull and a little push. And here, what you want to do is a longer pull so the lady comes forward, okay? Now, for people that have taken Jitterbug, what your left hand does is real similar to getting the lady into closed position. It's down to your pocket and then all the way across your body. I'm going to start Carol off at a little bit of an angle here so you can kind of see. So 1, 2, here's the long pole, down, across, rock, step. Sorry. Okay, yeah, she was a little heavy on that one. Let's do it again. 3, 4, dum, bum, dum, bum. Okay, and I'm basically using the palm of my hand on her knuckles to push. Okay. Now, what I do with this hand is not much. Basically, all I'm doing is she's turning in, I'm just folding it and putting her knuckles in the small of her back. And yeah, I kind of have the edge of my hand holding her here. It's not easy to do that. It's usually better just I just use the side of my hand. Let me do it from this angle so you can kind of see. So 1, 2, 3, pull her in long, push her across your body. Okay, and there we go. So that's the hardest thing. If this was Jitterbug, okay, I'm going to dance, you know, I'm going to basically use the closed basic in Jitterbug here. It's the same move. So, you know, just bring her in, bring her across. Okay, it's the same move that you're used to doing in Jitterbug. It's just that you're holding onto this hand and putting it back there. Ladies, obviously, you need to keep this hand a little relaxed. The other key thing for the lady is try not to step around him. You know, this is the one where the guy has to be brave, look the charging freight train right in the face, okay, and make this happen. Because if you step over here, she's going to be too wide.
And ladies, you got to step right at him, and basically, if you see, my foot kind of goes right in between his 2 feet when...
Yeah, towards him. I mean, it's not, I don't think, yeah, actually, she's pretty much right between my 2 feet. At least it's, extend a foot, would you? It's kind of like we're right center. About there. Yeah, she's under my center line.
I don't go over here.
Yeah, because that's going to make things more difficult, dangerous even. Okay, so once we get her there, okay, once we get her here, the next part, you can see how much I'm turned towards her. Okay, I'm not going to do, I can't do this. I mean, I'm actually kind of like at a 90-degree angle here. I mean, I can't get my hand across my body enough. You know, this is not like a cradle where our shoulders are kind of like parallel to each other. I'm at a right angle turn here. But the way, basically to lead her out is I open the gate and push her with this one. So, let's see, we'll just both rock back here and gate, push, rock, step. So This is probably the hardest move where you have to control how far you step. Because I mean, literally, she can only be an arm's length from me to make this work. Anything else, and I'm reaching. In fact, you saw us there get a little far from each other. Okay. I mean, this one you really have to just keep tiny steps. And I mean, by tiny, I'm not even. You can see we're not even passing our feet. It's not even heel to toe. It's more like ball to arch. I mean, these are tiny, itty bitty steps. Okay. So if you're here and everybody's under control and you're not running out of arm, okay, the first easy one to do is we'll call it we just lift the gate here, like a gate, railroad crossing? Sure, railroad crossing. Here, hold on. I'm gonna put Carol's back to you for a minute here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So after I go under my arm, I go turn towards my lady. Lady will hopefully turn towards me. Easiest way to do this, okay? If you want to add a little flair to this particular one of the things that I like to do is not lift the lady's hands so high, okay? And I just kind of like duck under it. That's a fun one. So there's all sorts of different ways to end this thing. Okay. So now there's the ones where you turn, okay? Get back in. So, by the way, ideally you do want to have this arm low when you're in this position. It shouldn't be up here. It should be low. It should look, that's what makes it look cool. And here your shoulders should be parallel, okay? It's going to be kind of a Briggs and Stratton, as I like to call it, in that I'm going to pull on the hand behind her back. So in the one where she's just constantly turning, I am holding, my right hand is holding her left until her body basically breaks the contact. Go ahead and rock back. So, and I'm just marching in place. Well, that's not the one I wanted to do. Zoop. Rock back and. Here I have to break. Okay, and just like the alternating underarms, okay, I follow her body and hand down, or arm down to her hand. Now,
also, just pay attention to the way our hands are touching, or he's not clamping on me in any way, shape, or form, nor am I clamping on him, because this is one of those moves where if one holds on to the other, it's going to be hard, like on the shoulder joint or something of that nature. And my hand, as he's twirling me, is basically like flipping inside of the palm of his hand.
Yeah. So let's set up for that one more time. And I'm just marching in place or marching around her. I'm not going forwards and backwards. Basically, I need to just track her. You see, I don't really go anywhere while she's doing all of these turns. And she's not pirouetting. It's like every step is a little bit of a turn. Rock back. See, I'm just marching in place, okay, and while she's doing those turns, okay. So, and you can see at one point we have to break contact, and I ride her arm down to her hand. And then the last one, I think this is about as difficult as you could end it in a cradle, where you basically don't let go and you bring her into your side. Although I think this is going to be difficult. So bring her in. Out she goes. Turn, 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 rock, step. That last little bit where I have to guide her back into my arm, that's going to take some practice. But once again, guys, you stop dancing when she's turning. You're marching. And if you don't even want to march, that's okay too. You want to just stand, because nobody's going to be looking at you when she's going wee. So, yeah. You ever go wee when you dance like that?
Yes, sir.
She never goes wee. It's so sad. So I'm just marching and watching her, and then, you know, basically she winds back up into my arm. And once she hits the bump stop, that's my cue to take my rock step. So there you go. The police hold, don't overuse it, and be kind, and a number of variations on how to end it. But yeah, start with the one where you just